Hi again. This will be the last video you will see from me this week. I'm sure with 5 other videos you're probably getting sick of seeing me on YouTube. But I wanted to talk a little bit about long-tail patent trolling. So we've discussed patent trolling a lot in this class, and I'm sure there are tons of videos out there from this class that talk about patent trolls and non-practicing entities and what it is they do. If you don't know what they are, I would recommend looking at one of those videos because I'm not going to explain it. But basically, long-tail patent trolling it usually involves a patent troll company that goes out and targets a large group of people for small sums of money. A great example is the company Lodsys. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's spelled Lodsys. And this company is actually a very famous patent trolling company. They have a bunch of patents but don't produce any products. And one of their most famous cases is when they actually targeted a bunch of app developers, accusing them of infringing on one of their patents just because the developers were using Apple and Google APIs. Now, if you're an app developer and you're part of a small team or you're just an individual, you probably don't have the means or resources to go out and countersue or fight this patent infringement claim in court. So naturally, what you're more likely to do is settle with this company and sort of just pay up whatever sum they have. And this is basically how Lodsys makes their money. And if you ask me, it's really unfair. Furthermore, they're actually based in Texas, so obviously they fight most of their patent battles in the Eastern District of Texas, which, as we know from the previous posts I've made, that the Eastern District of Texas is very, very friendly to patent plaintiffs. Now, luckily for us, this sort of patent trolling has caught the eye of the American government, and thanks to the newly passed American Invents Act, there are a couple of precautions taken to try to avoid patent trolling. The thing that sucks is that it's taken this long for the government to actually do anything about it. And as you can see, since this case already happened, it's probably a little too late for a lot of app developers who might have already paid up. But I highly recommend that if you are in a company or a patent lawyer for a company that's large enough to fight companies like Lodsys, please, please, please do. On behalf of all of us small folks out there and all the small app developers and individuals who are trying to make it, it would mean a lot to us if you went up against them. There's actually a recent case of Lodsys suing a larger company who in turn took their legal resources and decided to fight the case in court, and guess what? Lodsys settled for $0. So if you could do this for us, we would all really greatly appreciate it. Thanks for listening.